Dive down deep, it'll take your breath away. Fall in now and you'll never go astray. Oh, on the inside now, it's in the waters. On the inside, long ago, a distant light was inside. Dive down deep, it'll take your breath away. Fall in now and you'll never go astray. Standing in the waters, where the stars are above. Something on the inside wants to fly like a dove. It's in your eyes to show your love by my side. Show your love by my side. Oh, on the inside now, it's in the waters. On the inside, on the inside. you need me. Look at me, I'm smiling, beautiful and violent. Welcome to your last nightmare. Psycho in my bloodstream, madness is my morphine. Beg for it from way down there. 'Cause I'm a G. I'm a G. 'Cause I'm a G. G. 'Cause I'm a G. There is a girl, and she's me. You better get down on your knees. There is a girl, and she's me. You better get down on your knees. There is a girl, and she is me. You better get down, get down. 'Cause I'm a G. I'm a G. 'Cause I'm a G. Look at me, I'm smiling, beautiful and violent. Welcome to your last nightmare. Psycho in my bloodstream, madness is my morphine. Beg for it from way down there. Look at me, I'm smiling, beautiful and violent. Welcome to your last nightmare. Psycho in my bloodstream, madness is my morphine. Beg for it from way down there. 'Cause I'm a G. I'm a G. 'Cause I'm a G. I'm a king. Time bomb, tick tock, I'm a ticking time bomb. Guess I needed a shoulder to cry on. I saw you tryna pull up a firearm, a firearm. I know that we're dying, and the day's getting colder, and I'm already done. But I fight till it's over. You were there from the start, and I know you love her. It's a perfect circle. I'm black and purple. I'm overanalyzing your poetry, wondering if you could say no to me. It's heavier than I thought to carry. Come and get my money, take my body, take my bed. Just give me something to forget all the things we should have said, all the voices in my head. They get louder and louder, so we're both someone to forget, someone to forget. Just give me something to forget. forget all the things we should have said. All the voices in my head, they get louder and louder. So we're both someone to forget. Someone to forget. So we're both someone to forget. Love is the superficial, nemesis of the mind. I think we both have been wearing it over time, and the feeling of time that's turn back and I'm falling behind. Baby, companionship and ceasefires the same. Should've protected the planet that love is pain, but I held you so close in vain. Come and get my money, take my body, take my bed. Give me something to forget. All the things we should have said. All the voices in my head, they get louder and louder. Until we're both someone to forget. Come and get my money. Come and get my money. Take my breath, you should have said. All the voices in my head, they get louder and louder. Until we're both someone to forget. Someone to forget.
And on that note, somebody, particularly who I'm asking here, is that somebody Graveyard. Somebody scream! Or not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start it.
Distant nerding.
I am the night. Ladies and gentlemen,
Corgi ears.
you are now watching Distance Nerding. I'm back. It is time for the build. Oh,
And
time for a build. Ladies and gentlemen, I built this on the build.
Oh, really?
Yes.
and if we weren't here on time, Say Wong would be saying, "Where are they?
Yes, he would.
Where are they?"
I have to find him. He's in my way. I'm a bat. You're not a bat.
If I were a Mandalorian, I would say, "This is the way."
He's basically a Mandalorian.
He kind of
He's
is.
Pointy ears.
Let me get my housekeeping thing ready.
Oh, yeah. Do that. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching Distance Nerding. She's Frey Girl.
Are we doing this? Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it.
He's Graveyard.
That's the Joker clearly below me.
To the other side of me, excuse me, is the absent Fours and our host, Young Phil.
Oh, it is I, the youngs of the Phils. Not so young. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here. We are here. It's time for the build. Oh, and am I excited? Guys, we're continuing on with the Adidas Superstar.
I'm sorry, my dog is like so. She's just so into it. She's like, yeah.
Hold on. Right there. We got to see the Korglisi with their Korg.
Yep.
This
Can
is
see
one
herself.
of them. The other one is. Let me see if I can get her on screen. They're both like right here, as you can see.
They're just
Yeah.
like, hey, we're going to just hang out here.
They're
It was
just
seriously
ready to
5
vote.
minutes before I was getting on. They were like, "Hell yeah, we want to be in your lap. Can
Wanna
we
be on
as
the
close
show
to you as possible?" It's like, yeah, sure. So you'll see ears
Also-
every now and then.
I'm fine with that. Ladies and gentlemen, I am continuing the Superstar. Now, our guest for this week, David Quiros, the writer of the
Not a Chihuahuas.
Night of the Chihuahuas franchise, had to reschedule, so he will be on the show on June 1st, which means we're going to do an entire bracket.
Which means our special guest is none other than Frey Girl's dog.
She's like gone full like diva now. She's
Well,
just-
welcome the real Gal Gadot.
This is Proxy. This is actually my older one.
Okay.
Yeah, Gal's the one that's on the arm. She likes to be arm's length usually away from me.
Yeah. Whereas Proxy's like, give me the attention now.
Oh yeah, she's for some reason tonight she's like, no, I want to be in your lap. I want to be in your lap. So
Well,
Cam.
you're now watching the Corgi episode.
Yes.
I would just like to comment that Cam looks absolutely amazing tonight.
Does he
Thank
not?
you.
Look at
Cam
this.
up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Tease of what's to come.
I love it's the Joker wearing a Distance Nerding shirt.
Okay, I was not going to put on a three-piece suit today.
Oh, it's good to be back on the DN, baby.
I know, right? Force. Force is here. He didn't even get to introduce himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Force is back on the show.
With the beard, the return of the beard.
The return of the beard.
The return of Force's beard when mine's going away this weekend.
But I'm the Joker. I've got to get rid of my beard. You know what? No, I have seen Joker cosplays where people have just dyed their beard green and it looks amazing.
Well, for some of my upcoming costumes, I need just the sideburns. So
Oh, that's cool though.
I mean,
because
wasn't there
I've
an
got
entire
a 10th Doctor cosplay coming soon.
Ooh.
Kick ass. So, Mr. DJ Anonymous, I think it's about time we took care of some housekeeping.
Absolutely. Look, I'm so big right now. Let's do this. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about how we keep the lights on around here. And that is with StreamYard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, StreamYard. Poddex.
That too.
Screwing up. Ladies and gentlemen, Poddex are a unique interview episode question. It's questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Use the code NERDING10 to get 10% off your order. Yes, I am completely disarrayed. There we go. Oh, wait. Let's go here because Graveyard is showing you guys the decks.
Yeah,
Look at that.
shiny decks, but yes.
Shiny decks.
Have you
Yes.
There you go.
learned close up magic yet?
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
Ready? And
There it is. There it is, the magic.
boom.
Now you see it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we use Poddex for all of our interviews. We use Poddex when we get bored, and we just kind of ask questions. You know what? I might actually bust out some Poddex questions tonight. Why? Because why the hell not?
Yes.
Okay.
Given
Ooh,
the bracket.
interview the squad. Nice.
Exactly. It's going to interview all of you, Yahoos.
Bring it. Let's go.
Glad I wore my hair back for this.
I know, right? But if the stream is powered by Poddex Force, tell them more.
Well, if the stream is powered by Poddex, then we are powered by none other than Dubby.
Wait, I wasn't prepared.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, no, and I'm pressing the wrong buttons like crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time, and with no jitters or crash. There's no maltodextrin, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes, and this stuff is keto friendly. Dubby contains Neurofactor. It's a nootropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and the 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. You can find out more at dubby.gg. And while you're at it, you can use the code NERDING10 for 10% off at your checkout. It's what keeps me in all my training good and fueled, and that's how I stay awake to bust out on Goku and Krillin when they're slacking off. Speaking of slackers, back to you, young people. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Master Roshi. And of course, as we start talking, like my favorite song on this playlist turns on. All right, guys, dance off. Let's go.
No. No. I'm ready.
I love that.
Fergie on my lap. can't
I love that phrase, like no, but then Graveyard's like, why the fuck are we doing this?
Because we can.
This is how the people of my country dance.
You don't see it, but each individual beard hair dances.
No, what they do in reality is they get their swords and they make the swords dance in your belly,
Ooh.
right?
Okay.
Or they take the axe and they make the axe dance on an appendage of some sort or on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Hella brutal.
I love that. As soon as I make that joke, Gravy's like, "Yeah, that's pretty much what happens."
Yeah. Dude, I'm not even lying here. I'm gonna make a quick nerd reference. And a buddy of mine actually found this out just the other day. Diablo 4 on June 2nd is not only going to have cross save, it will be confirmed cross platform. So whether you buy it on Xbox, PS5, or on PC, we can all play.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Did you guys hear
That
the?
affects me very little.
Did you guys
Yay.
hear the confirmation this week that the Xbox Activision merger was approved?
So now they have Activision and Bethesda.
Yep.
Yes.
The Xbox is taking over.
See, what you do is when you can't make good games, you buy companies that do.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'd say they had more money than sense, but no, they're spending their money to get more sense.
So
But
then Capcom needs to buy Atlas and be done with it.
they already said that that they're not pulling any titles from PlayStation. Because
That's darn nice.
because a lot of people immediately assume that Xbox taking buying Activision means no more Call of Duty, no more no more any Blizzard games would not be for PS5, and they said that that's not true. They said because it would be dumb. It would be a dumb market move.
It would
for them to do that.
Well, I mean, you Xboxers can have Call of Duty. I don't need it.
Xboxers.
I think it's interesting that it's a backdoor for them to be able to cross-platform things,
Right?
because,
And I mean, Activision already
Xbox
has.
itself would.
Yeah, Activision already has everything cross-platform as it is. So I mean, it's already there. So it's not really changing
Do
anything.
you want to come on my lap now?
I mean, so's Bungie with Destiny. So they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
But Bungie's been cross-platforming since they left Microsoft. So I mean, they left Microsoft. So
Oh yeah.
which is funny because Microsoft and Activision are together. Those are the two companies that screwed Bungie the hardest.
Well, they're just consolidating their revenge plots.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're gonna make a Destiny killer. Yeah, everybody's been saying that.
Only for 8 years.
Right.
Just 8 years. That's it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, my flavors tonight, guys.
Yes.
Before we jump into this, I did Dragonade and Galaxy Grenade.
Oh, okay.
So
All right,
Dragon
let's do
Grenade.
it.
It is a
Dragon
Dragon Grenade.
It could be Dragon Galaxy. I'm just saying there are other options.
Ooh, would that be Galactic Dragon?
Maybe a character that shows up in Galactic Showdown at some point.
Force
Galactic
Unlearned.
Dragon.
Galactic Dragon.
Galactic Dragon.
Only if it's
I
like a
almost-
Voltron type character.
I almost thought Fours got a surprise sleeve right now.
All right, everybody, show your sleeves.
Goose.
I don't have.
So this is one of the things that came with Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You get the Link arm. So I'm like, every time I play Zelda, this bitch goes on.
Well, there we go. So let's get into this, guys. We've done our introductions. We've talked all of our smack. We're 30 minutes in. No, 15 minutes in. I was gonna say we're 30 minutes in. We're 15 minutes in, and we still haven't talked bracket. So let's talk some bracket here because Graveyard leading the way here. We've got some DC stuff to talk here.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
we
Mrs.
do.
Forrs is not present for it. She's gonna be pissed.
Send her
She
in.
was invited. So
Yeah,
you know,
I sent her an invite.
you know.
I assume no responsibility.
No, I blame you. No.
All
Um,
Force fault.
So the recap from last week's is Superman 1978 beat out Suicide Squad. The original first Shazam beat out Swamp Thing, barely, I might add. Batman Begins somehow beat Steel. I don't know how. It was a close call.
Somehow.
Somehow.
And
yeah.
somehow he returned.
Some way.
It just barely.
Barely. Just Aquaman barely beat out Catwoman.
No, it's not so.
all based on who we have in the chat, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
when everybody is screwing themselves over, it's on you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
I consider the upset was Man of Steel beating the Batman.
Actually, that is kind of an upset. I mean, I enjoyed both of those movies. But I mean,
I did too, but actually, I think I voted for the Batman. Never mind. I have nothing to apologize for. Carry on.
Oh, Fragrant and Philippe, you have a fan in there, Gotham guy.
yeah, straight up, he's like, "Hey, Frey girl." Oh, and you too. Philippe.
And the rest of us. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Give her that Roshi shot.
Hey
there, Free girl. How are you doing today?
What do I look like, chopped liver?
Chopped liver.
I'm not going to
Potatoes, but you like chopped liver.
Yes. One has flavor. One is found in holes in the ground that's covered with eyes.
I've been thinking about flaming hot Cheetos since we watched that trailer on Tuesday.
Guess
I need to try some.
guess what I ate yesterday?
No
Flamin' Hot
way.
Not just flaming hot Cheetos, but flaming hot Cheetos con limon.
Oh, we were talking about that, like the extra hot ones, right?
Yes. No, they had the extra hot ones, but it's because I had to run to the store to get a bottle of water because I didn't have any water, and I'm working in like 100-degree heat.
The stout.
So I ran to the store real quick, and my coworker's like, "Hey, grab me some hot Cheetos con limon if you can find it, right? If they have it." And they had 2 bags left, and I was like, "Oh my god, that looks amazing!" And I went and grabbed one too.
Oh man, that's awesome.
They are good.
I've honestly never had them, but now I want to put the seasoning. Still haven't had it, but I want to put it on popcorn.
Ooh,
Good.
I like popcorn.
Birds of Prey narrowly beat out Return of Swamp Thing. Another surprise one here. Snyder Cut beat Superman 4 somehow.
Snyder. Okay, so the Snyder Cut beating Superman 4 is an upset.
Sure, why not?
Well, maybe for you.
Maybe.
I do like bad movies.
The man who likes cheesy movies is like, why did the cheesy one win?
Yeah, exactly. Batman 1989 beat out Batman v Superman, which I don't think anyone's surprised about.
No. That is absolutely.
And
how it
Wonder
should.
Woman beat out Supergirl. I mean, that is biggest
Look,
upset so far.
I have to say, look, I like Supergirl too. Like, so I really did. But Wonder Woman was a better movie, so I had to go with that. Integrity,
Well, that brings us to where we were left off, and we'll be starting off with Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh,
versus
Ooh.
Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, massive.
Oh wow!
Batman.
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about this one.
I know what you're gonna say, Frey, and I'm actually surprised that you enjoyed that movie enough.
Hey,
No, because I'm a big Wonder Woman fan. I think Wonder Woman is a great character. I just don't think that movie was executed in the way it should have been.
I felt like they made the 80s a character unto itself. And once I realized that, the film made so much more sense to me. And and that made me like it more.
Yeah, Mask of the Phantasm, on the other hand, was
okay. Look, I love that movie. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's hard for me. It is. It's probably
That's what I'm
harder for
saying,
me than the rest of you.
Yeah, because that's why I'm saying Mask of the Phantasm was actually a really good movie.
It was a really good movie.
That 1950s future Joker.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I just thought it was really cool, and the way
The
they
man
did
from
Batwoman,
Yeah.
that was cool. Yeah. So I got to give it a think.
Well, I'm going Batman.
And then the twist at the end when you find out that the bad guy is really like his love interest, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's really well written.
Spoiler alerts.
Hold on.
Spoiler alert for a movie that was released in 1994.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, 94. I miss you so much.
Apparently, you don't have any memory of 94 because you would have known that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Was that
All
your
right.
hubby? Was that Hubsy?
Yeah, that's Husby.
So-
He's playing his game.
Game.
Apex. He's playing Apex.
Playing a silly game.
What game?
Who plays video games?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I feel like there should have been a subtitle in Frey Girl's box that should have said "playing that fucking game again."
Actually, I don't mind when he plays. I think it's a good stress reliever for him. So I'm like, yeah, go for it, play it.
Do your
I'm
thing.
gonna do Wonder Woman. I'm gonna pick her because
Her
you all
loyalty
picked-
is undying.
basically yes. So,
Young
Yeah.
Phil and Force. What are you guys going with?
Oh, Mask of the Phantasm, 100%. I mean, I just made the argument that Mask of the Phantasm was a vastly superior movie.
mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mask as well.
I mean, I knew it was gonna shake out this way. So, and I'll never forgive any of you. I'm just kidding.
Well, at least we got that on the table.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that would really like. Oh, this is my breaking point that you guys didn't let a Wonder Woman 84 good.
I don't want to be friends with you guys anymore.
You're so mean.
I hate you.
I was.
You're not my real dad.
All right. I don't see anyone in the chat saying anything. So right now, then Mask of the Phantasm has it. So we'll just
Sweet.
call it. Yes. I mean, I felt like it was going to be the case because it is a great movie.
It really is. I think it changed. It was one of the first animated movies that really changed how people saw
Mhm.
animation and how
Right.
how you could write such a good movie for it. And so yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, like it's like you have animated movies, and Disney was really good about making animated movies where you could take them seriously. They weren't just for kids.
yeah,
But then, fast forward, Mask of the Phantasm, you take a property that was meant for kids and do something extremely dark in a way that kids can watch it and understand, but parents are like glued to it.
yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a movie that the whole family can watch and get something out of it, and then you watch it later, and you're like, man, I totally missed that when I was 7.
Yeah. And Cam was what? Negative
Yeah.
9.
Wow.
Cam wasn't a he
I
wasn't
wasn't
a
a thought.
twinkle in his
It was a
he wasn't even a
forethought at
twinkle in
that
his dad's
point.
eye yet.
That's hilarious.
All right. Since we did rearranging from last week, we now have. I'll say show of hands. Who wants Batman Forever over the Suicide Squad? Go ahead, raise your hands.
So on Batman Forever, it does have one of my favorite songs ever to be in a Batman movie, but that's not enough for for me to vote for the Suicide Squad. So proceed.
Is that Kiss from a Rose?
Yeah, Seal's Kiss
Okay.
from a Rose. I just love that song.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
that-
no one's voting for
so
Batman
that,
Forever.
so that's the movie that I was gonna say Goose, but he's not Goose.
Iceman.
Iceman. That's the movie where Iceman is Batman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying not to say Val Kilmer. I was trying to just say his name from Top Gun, and I was like, "Fuck! I forgot his name from Top Gun. I'm screwing up this bit."
Was Iceman. But it also had Tommy Lee Jones in it.
Oh God, Tommy Lee Jones.
It had Jim Carrey in it.
Tommy Lee Jones's entire bit as Two-Face was so long,
Oh yeah.
and it was because he said that he didn't want what was it? He didn't want Jack Nicholson to one up him.
Mhm.
That totally
Mhm.
sounds like something he
So
would
the whole reason that he went over the top with Two-Face was because he was trying to one up Jack Nicholson,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, I mean,
which means
we
he
all
did
have to have
not.
hobbies.
He obviously did not understand the character at all
No.
because he made him like like a sadistic psychopath the way that the Joker is, and it's like
Mhm.
that's not Two-Face. Two-Face is
Mhm.
a little more calculating than that. He's
Yeah.
the other thing is that he's a psychopath in a different way because like
Well, he lets
again-
things go to fate.
well again the way that when they retconned him for the animated series,
Mm-hmm.
again, hands down best rendition of Two-Face, because the way that they portrayed him was that he was suffering from multiple personality disorder, and
Mhm.
one of the personalities just took over his entire being. So
Oh,
he
that's
goes
cool.
from being, Harvey Dent, the DA, to having this acid splashed on his face, and Big Bad Harv, which was a suppressed version of him that was like prone to violence and like it's why Harvey Dent was such a calm person, was because he took all of his negative energy and put it in Big Bad Harv, and Big Bad Harv took over and Big Bad and became his primary personality. So that like Tommy Lee Jones, yeah, exactly. Like Gotham guy saying, Tommy Lee Jones portrayed him like a watered down Joker, which is like not the way that I would have wanted Two-Face to be played. I'm actually kind of upset that oh god, I'm forgetting everybody's name right now. That Lando Calrissian, man, Billy D.
Billy D.
Williams.
Williams, yeah.
Billy D. Williams didn't
Yeah.
ever get a chance to play him because he was cast as Harvey Dent.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I mean, we are missing the most important part of that movie of Drew Barrymore as Sugar.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
was gonna say Drew Barrymore was in it too.
That's right. Drew Barrymore played
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, Sugar
Because he
and
had sugar and
Spice.
spice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think
know
we're
way too
agreement
much about
Batman
this
Forever's
movie.
moving on, right? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
not
know.
Suicide Squad. I'm sorry,
the what squad?
the Suicide Squad.
You mean Task Force X?
I mean, if that's what he ended up naming the movie after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, Thomas is voting Batman Forever.
Let's talk. Let's talk the fact that the movie that we were just not praising went up against the movie that literally got us the new leader of DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and he did Starro right.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, Sorrow was
That's like
done.
a really hard villain to
Oh,
portray.
Yeah.
And he did it very well.
We
so.
got a faithful Starro that nobody saw coming.
Yeah. oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Also, an interesting take on Polka Dot Man.
I
Yeah.
Yes.
like it. I like the way that he, because again, when he announced what characters he was putting in there, I was a little skeptical, which I shouldn't have been, because I should really trust when he does crazy shit like that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like Polka Dot Man, and then the one that I was excited for the most, which again he did correctly, was King Shark.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was super excited for King Shark. Again, I was not expecting that Sylvester Stallone was gonna play King Shark and he was gonna kill it.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Now I do.
We're all like, yeah.
Yeah. I do prefer King Shark to be a little more intelligent. I do like it when he's a little smarter.
Mhm.
And that he's kind of like like a not really. He's not really smart. It's more that he's dumb in a different way.
He's
Yeah.
He's not a street smart shark.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
one of them there.
Oh,
Smith
Husbeard with the
Sharky
jokes.
Deep cut. I know. All right. Moving on, though, we do have another Batman versus Superman lineup here. Dark Knight Rises versus Superman 2.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. This does get a little bit hard because you have Dark Knight Rises, which, again, for both of these movies have massive flaws, but they do have extremely memorable and quotable things like Bane.
Yeah.
It redeemed fucking Schumacher. Schumacher's stupid version of Bane. I hated that version of Bane. So it redeemed Bane on screen, but then at the same time, Superman 2 gave us the most nerd quotable quote of all time.
And what's that?
Son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod!
That's true.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know if that's like the most memorable,
It's pretty
Wow.
fucking memorable.
but it's up there. It
I
is
mean, he
up
did
there.
throw a plastic S that did nothing.
Yes.
Again, both of those movies have their flaws.
It's one of those where the way I see Superman 2 is the nostalgia part of it, because he's, that was our first Zod and the first, like, Kryptonian type thing. And Christopher Reeves was a lot of most people's first Superman.
Yeah.
And
He
so,
was first Superman.
yeah, so it's all nostalgia. So, I mean, for that, I'm like, man, I want to vote for that. But Dark Knight Rises was also a pivotal point in Nolan's Batman trilogy, which I still feel is the trilogy to beat kind of thing when it comes to Batman. And so it's hard because they both have such strong arguments for themselves.
Right.
For me. So.
Yes, Thomas, the plastic S my league means him. I'm going Dark Knight Rises, despite the flaws and clean slate. It did give us arguably some of the best Batman parodies of all time.
Oh,
with,
yes.
Yeah.
with Badman.
Yeah, I mean, you heard me quoting Badman at the top of the show. So, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm a bat. You're not a bat. With my skills that I learned in the mountains.
Yes. Cam, what's your vote?
Dark Knight Rises.
Well, I mean, he is like wearing Joker attire right now. So, I mean,
I'm not in costume of any movie of the trilogy.
Frey?
oh my goodness. Blue Boy Scout or the gritty Gotham Scowler?
Gotham wins every time.
Oh, just for that, I'm saying Superman.
You think darkness is your ally.
All right, Mr. Force.
Batman.
Bill?
You think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man by then. There was nothing to me but blinding. Fucking Batman, man. Come on.
And then you take it back to Harley Quinn, right? I'm gonna be returning that coffee maker.
Returning that coffee maker.
Exploded. I'm gonna explode you. He's my favorite Bane. Just
Well,
because
shoot,
he's
Bane in
hilarious.
that series is
Him?
even better than
Yes.
Schumacher still.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
him and Clayface.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
Clay- I love that.
Alan Tudyk.
I love that Alan Tudyk easily has two of the most just kind of memorable characters on that show.
Oh yeah, because his Joker is really good too.
His Joker's really good. I was not
Mhm.
expecting that Joker to be that good.
No.
He's more subtle,
Mhm.
so, and he doesn't look like he's on meth.
That is a Joker that we do not acknowledge.
Well, I
That's
was
what
going to say,
I was saying about the Snyder Cut the other day. I was like, and there's your Joker on meth.
You know what?
Oh my
I'll give
God,
him this.
that's totally
Joker on
right.
meth in that movie was not as bad as Joker on meth in his first appearance.
Oh, yeah,
golly.
yeah.
I try not to think about it.
Joker on meth in his first appearance is like, no, why did we need
Yeah.
this? We didn't need this at all.
Yeah.
Joker
Just
on meth,
wanted to fuck around and find out, I guess.
he really did. And then Joker on meth in the in that version was definitely a more watchable version of it.
It was probably after he'd gone to, one of his cult retreats.
yeah. All right. Well,
I may have issues with Leto.
I mean, sometimes you just want to destroy something pretty.
And
Okay.
sometimes you just want to watch an
Okay,
actor
whatever.
burn. I mean, the world burn.
Kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really badly. I'm gonna act really, really badly.
I thought these teeth were gonna look cooler than they really do.
I'm gonna put gold teeth on and put damage as a tattoo on my forehead.
Yeah.
The face tats really just took me out of it.
He was speaking to the Gen Zers out there, okay?
I get that. I get that, but it's kind of like you can make characters that you know who would fit that mold very well. Like he could play that exact character as Victor Zsasz, and I would have been fine with it.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would
Yeah.
be much better.
If he would have been Victor Zsasz instead of the Joker with that portrayal, I think he would have been a perfect Victor Zsasz. Just I didn't like that way that they portrayed the Joker.
I mean, and maybe Morpheus would have been better if he had been a better Joker. Anyway, let's move
All right.
on.
Next up, we have Batman Returns versus Green Lantern. Now, Phil,
Batman Returns.
I know you have a man crush on one of these people.
I hate both of these movies.
Which
Green
one
Lantern,
do you hate the least?
Green Lantern is one of my favorite all-time characters, right? I like.
I mean, if
my-
you want to like a misogynist pig, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to.
Hal Jordan's not my favorite Green Lantern. I'm going to throw that out there right
No,
now.
I know. I just wanted you to say that on air because I know he's not your favorite Green Lantern.
Because it's like we're going to talk misogynist pig. No, my favorite Green Lantern happens to be gay. So I mean, like,
Oh, you like Alan Scott?
no, I do like Alan Scott. I guess technically he's bi, but I mean, no,
Kyle.
Kyle Rayner.
Yeah. Kyle Rayner's my boy.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner's most Green Lantern fans. Kyle Rayner's most Green Lantern fans' favorite Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and his girlfriend was fridged.
Yeah.
Hence the whole thing. Ron Mars did it, and Gail Simone said fridged. She actually termed it.
Trying to grab it. Yes.
There you go.
I love this
Yeah.
cover. Just because Baz in the middle, like he was such a different character.
I haven't read any of the Baz stuff. I need
He's
to
very
catch up on
angry.
it.
I mean, with
Is he?
reason. With reason, he's very angry. But
Fours,
Yes.
Batman Returns, or Green Lantern?
Batman.
See,
Frey,
Forrest just gets down to it. I already said Batman. I
Cam,
said that first.
Batman.
Phil.
and this is where we differ. Green Lantern was was a shitty movie altogether, but at the same time, Batman Returns, I could not stomach that movie at all. You got the worst version of Poison Ivy. You got the worst version of Bane.
No,
That's Batman and Robin.
Returns.
Batman Returns is Michael Keaton
Oh no, shit! We're talking. Okay, Batman Returns.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sorry,
We're talking Tim Burton, Michael Keaton.
No, I mixed myself up. Sorry, guys. I put a foot in my mouth like I normally tend to do.
That's
No,
awesome.
Batman Returns 100%.
Okay.
That's awesome. I'm so glad I was here for this.
Yeah.
I was there the time that Phil, the self-proclaimed DC fan, used himself over which fucking Batman movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but speaking of that awful, awful movie,
Oh,
we have
God.
that one.
Wait, the movie that must not be named.
Yeah.
Fucking Bat Nipples.
Oh, that came in
That
Batman
was
Forever
Forever.
first.
Okay, and then this one was Batman, Bad American Express, which is equally as bad.
So Batman and Robin versus Constantine.
Constantine, please.
Constantine.
God. Even if it wasn't going up against that, Constantine is a vastly superior movie.
Yes.
Hey, what did we not put the losers on here? That's
Is
it.
the-
It's a DC comic movie.
I only have spots for 32 movies, so I had to take.
I'm
the-
just saying that was I was remembering it because it's one of my favorite DC movies.
It's Vertigo, though, right?
Yeah, it's Vertigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Losers was really good, actually.
It was.
See,
really
now if you're gonna go into that territory, then we need to put V for Vendetta.
Yeah, so that we'd have to open it up. Maybe we can
V
do
for
that. We'll
Vendetta.
do another one,
So
like
good. We'll do another bracket with like
imprints,
Elseworld
DC
stuff.
imprints, because
Yeah.
we've got a lot
give
of
me,
stuff.
give me your list so I can make a bracket.
Well, you already got two.
There's more Elseworld stuff coming out, so I mean it would be fine for us to do that. But I mean, yeah, no, yeah.
He's all,
Let's
yeah.
continue.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
Constantine.
forgot.
Constantine definitely a better movie.
Okay. Joker versus Superman 3.
I'm not voting in this.
I'm gonna give I'll vote first because I have to go say goodnight to somebody in my house. Joker.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Frey, you're contractually obligated to vote
Nope.
while on the show.
Nope. Are you voting for Superman 3?
If I'm made to vote for something,
You are.
it's leaning towards that.
Oh, because she doesn't want to vote for the Joker. I got it. Okay.
There's a couple reasons
She's
for that
doing-
particular movie.
She's doing the James.
No, I'm not. I am not a fan of Joaquin Phoenix, so I didn't want to watch it, and it was a very overhyped character, so I just didn't watch it.
Mm,
I was pleasantly surprised with that movie. I did not want that movie at first. I did not
Well,
want
I'm
it to
glad
exist.
that you were pleasantly surprised by that. I'm still not watching it, but I'm glad you were pleasantly surprised.
See, well, you missed the first 43 minutes of brackets. That's what you missed so far.
What have I missed?
You missed my corgis. They've flown away.
I mean, say, well, you're 43 minutes late, sir. I mean, Cam,
Circle back to me.
Phil,
I think I go Joker. I think
All right.
again. What I was saying is I was very pleasantly surprised. It was a movie that I did not want, mainly because when they said it's a Joker origin story, I was like, Joker doesn't need an origin story. I don't want an origin story for the Joker. The Joker's a monster, and I don't want to have any sympathy for a monster like the Joker. And
Yeah.
spoiler alert for a movie that won a shit ton of Oscars and is what, like 4 years old.
yes.
Mhm.
At the end of the movie, they established that he's an unreliable narrative and half the story was made up in his head.
Yes.
And that's exactly what I wanted. When we reviewed them, or we made predictions on Hardly Heroes, and my prediction for it was, I don't want this movie unless they make him an unreliable narrator, and they did that, and that basically made it good in my eyes, because by the end of the movie you realize, like, again, he's made everything up in his head, and that's kind of what I want.
Mm,
Hmm.
interesting.
Yeah, that makes me so not want to see it.
Finding out that this entire movie was for nothing.
Yes. So makes me want to see it.
I haven't seen the Joker either.
You're
Also-
gonna vote for it though, aren't you?
Also,
Yeah.
there's a scene, especially. I'm surprised. You haven't watched it, Graveyard, because there are a lot of like horror-esque theme scenes, but it's more like blatant horror than it is like jump scare horror.
Well, as I've discussed before, jump scare is not horror; it's lazy writing.
Yeah, no,
Yes, say Wong.
like there
Yes,
are
say Wong.
scenes where like there's specifically a scene where he like dudes that have been picking on him forever, he just like flat out kills everybody and then like just shoots a dude in the face in front of another guy out of nowhere with no kind of like no warning, and the other guy that's in there is freaking out because he's like, oh, he's gonna kill me too, he goes, you were always nice to me, and then that's it. That's all he says, and the dude just walks out, like walking over this body that he just shot.
Wow.
Thanks for the candy.
Yeah, I don't. Again, this really makes me not want to watch it.
I mean, it paints a picture of a sociopath, and that's kind of what it needed to be.
I'm sorry. That reminds me of that meme where it's like, hey, Master Skywalker, I just wanted to let you know I'm so sorry that you weren't chosen for the rank of Master. Thanks, Grogu. I won't kill you.
Like I said, I'm doing, it's especially with Joker 2 supposedly being the musical, that makes it even me less wanting to see this movie.
And
I don't care if it's
I
all
kinda wanna
psychotic
see
and all
it,
in their
but-
heads. I have no desire to see that. So, Cam, we're circling back to you.
I know, and I'm the tiebreaker.
You are the tiebreaker because
Superman.
on the vote today.
I
Superman.
only literally watched half of the Joker and turned it off.
Oh.
See, he's not dressed as Joaquin's Phoenix Joker. So what's that tell you?
Oh, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is not my favorite Joker. I mean, that's 100% his version.
See
of the
how
Joker.
he backpedals?
My favorite Joker.
He backpedals
No,
now.
but I'm saying between those two movies, I prefer Joker.
Yeah. Well, with the tiebreaker, though, Superman 3 makes it past the first round.
That's
it'll
actually
come
kind of
up to
surprising.
something.
but-
Something will happen to us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I may have to summon James here because The Rock sucks. The Rock sucks. Black Adam sucks. So obviously, Black Adam versus The Dark Knight.
Oh,
The Dark Knight. I'm sorry, The Dark Knight wins hands
Unless
down
he's-
on that one.
Unless he's here in the next few minutes,
Mhm.
it ain't gonna happen.
Coach
I don't think so.
Navarro's not going to show up. I'm telling you that right now. So
How dare I, sir? I'm just summoning James. I saw the invite go out to him. He didn't show up.
Yep.
that's Thomas. I know you haven't been in the chat for a while, but that's how we summon James at this point. For some reason,
Yes.
anytime somebody says the Rock sucks, he shows up in chat.
3 times. It has to be 3 times.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it used to be the recap of the recap of the recap of the recap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, very
So I need
true.
the recap of the recap while we're recapping the recap,
Yes.
so we can recap while we're recapping.
Yep.
No, Dark Knight is a contender to win the entire thing. I'm throwing
Yeah,
that
that
out.
is true.
Mhm.
Yeah. I could see that. I mean, Wonder Woman 84 is not on here, so it does have a
was.
chance.
Or, I'm
gone.
sorry, Wonder Woman is not a movie that would beat The Dark Knight.
I mean, we all have our opinions, though.
I mean, Wonder Woman can use her lasso of truth on me, and I'll still tell her the movie sucks. She can tie me up. No.
She could tie me up anytime she likes.
That's now we're going in places that
The
Well,
comics went. The
different
comics went.
show.
Comics went.
This is where the comics went.
She was always tied up to phallic-shaped objects. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, he's not wrong.
No, he's not. And actually, the guy that created Wonder Woman was in an
Mhm.
open marriage. So
There you go. So anyone voting for Black
And he
Adam
was into
besides
bondage.
James? I know James is voting Black Adam. Anyone else for Black Adam?
No.
Forrest?
No, I'm not going to be voting Black Adam. I'm sorry. Although I did enjoy it watching with my family on Christmas Day. It was a good time.
I'll say
making
it was a fun movie, but there's no content in it whatsoever. Like it's oh hey, I'm from the ancient world and I don't know how to use a door.
Mhm.
Even though doors existed and there's a scene with me walking through a door back in the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm for some reason I have to slam through a wall.
I just want to, look cool.
And I just need to use up the CGI budget and practical effect budget.
Well, in fairness, if he didn't do that and they didn't get paid, he might look like the Scorpion King again. So he has to avoid that.
That was so well said. Oh
That
my
was.
God. Graveyard just got awarded like 3 levels for that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, that is the winningest comment. That is being awarded my wins the internet comment for the night.
There we go.
Thank you.
The Federal Commission of Fours approves.
All right. Well,
You're
that completes. All right. Well, that completes our first rounds. So we are now down to the top 16. So,
Yeah, I love how long this is going to go.
I told you it's the summer of DC.
Oh yeah, we
It
already
is.
did Green Lantern.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, you missed Green Lantern. He did not win. He
He did
couldn't
not.
summon up the imagination to win the.
But wait, let's recap Phil's answer for that though.
He likes misogynist pigs. And fridges. He thinks fridges are awesome.
Something about fridges in there.
Not where that went, but sure.
That's a
Roll
recap.
the tape.
I'm an unreliable narrator when it comes to recaps. I'm sorry. Say Wong, you may have voted for Green Lantern, but that'd be one vote.
Yeah. It was pretty unanimous.
Yeah. All right. So back to the top of the order, we have Superman. For anyone asking, 1978, say Wong, versus Shazam. Yes, the first Shazam.
Oh God, no.
Oh, we're finally having this battle.
Yeah,
Wait, what is it?
Shazam versus Superman.
So Superman versus the clone of Superman.
Yes, we're determining right here on distance learning who's the better of the two.
100% Superman is going to win this. You know why? For one scene, there's one scene that makes Superman win. Flying
What?
backwards.
Oh yeah.
He said because he can never vote against Hal Jordan, so he does like misogynist pigs.
Yes.
Oh no. Say Wong. Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So Phil, you're saying Superman?
I say Superman 100%.
Cam?
Superman.
Ray?
You know what the S on my shirt stands for?
There's no S in hope, all right?
No, you're wrong because there's no S in hope.
I mean, he was raised on a farm in Kansas.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Because Kansas is winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you-
Superman.
Superman,
Yeah, Superman.
Mr. Fours,
Superman.
Superman. So, Wong, do you transform into that? Shazam.
Young Phil, if you want to show some of our viewers some Tears of the Kingdom footage, just take a look in StreamYard.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
He's over
Are you
here
sure-
playing Tears of the Kingdom while we're streaming.
While we're doing the bracket.
Are you sure it's not Tears of the Kingdom?
I heard people were just making a lot of penises.
That's what you do. Nice.
I heard people were torturing the kukri, or what are they called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kukuri or
The
Decorix. Decorix.
Koroks, yeah. I heard people
The
were
Koroks.
Yeah.
Koroks, that's what it is. But I heard people are just torturing the shit out of them.
Well, because after the last game, if you collected 999 seeds, you got a golden piece of shit. So I mean, yeah, these are be torture.
All right, so Superman moves on.
Superman moves on. Yes.
Phil, you can restore your screen if you want.
Yeah, who wins? Superman lives.
Yes.
Not that movie. That movie is not winning.
All right. Does Aquaman really suck? Versus Batman beginning his journey.
I mean, it's Batman Begins. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Aquaman was problematic. There were some problems with that movie.
All of
More
it.
than Batman Begins. Black Manta was really good, though. I liked him in it.
Black Manta was one of my favorite characters in that entire movie.
Yeah, he did such an awesome job.
I like fish number 3, personally.
Oh yeah. Fish number 3 was probably one of the best characters in the entire movie.
I mean, he was just out there killing it as an astronaut. James
The
is Aquaman.
swimming on that guy.
Oh, and James.
Wait, James has appeared finally?
He
James-
finally heard it. He must be on a longer YouTube delay because he also said Black Adam. So that all right. So I already counted your vote as Black Adam, James. I already put it on there. I promise you. I said you were voting Black Adam. And I gave you the vote. I was there for you.
against the Dark Knight, which is like
Yeah,
one
he
of the
did
best movies ever.
preemptively vote for you.
Yes. Cam, you said Batman.
Yeah.
Everyone said Batman over Aquaman here,
Yeah.
other than James.
I'm definitely voting. for
Raise
Batman.
your hand if you want Aquaman.
No.
Call it.
No.
I am definitely voting for the Batman.
Batman.
Yes. Batman.
Harvey Batman.
Harvey Batman.
I mean, he couldn't lift a piece of wood off of him. What's the point of all those push-ups?
What's the point of all those bloody push-ups if you can't lift a log?
Right. And he didn't even try. He's just staring at him like, come on.
Well, because he tried right after that because he was able to lift it. So it's like, yeah, he wasn't trying. He was just laying there like, woe is me. I'm not gonna get through this. Pick up the log. Okay.
We see your hand, James. I know your hand was raised for Aquaman. I understand.
My man.
Your vote, every vote counts, James, and we appreciate you participating. We really do. Even when it's one. All right. Okay, so next up we have Man of Steel versus Birds of Prey.
Ooh.
I'll start with Force.
Oh, yeah.
Force.
Okay. Forrest is not paying attention. So
Yes, I am. What's up?
Man of Steel versus Birds of Prey.
Superman.
Okay. Prey. Man of Prey. We're not talking the Flash.
Oh, he's on it. On it.
That's pretty funny.
I'm gonna say
Birds of Steel are Silverhawks. Come on.
Did you say Birds of Seal?
Steel.
Oh, Birds of Steel.
Yeah, that's the Silverhawks.
I say
Yeah.
Birds of Prey.
You say Birds of Prey?
I did.
Okay, Can.
Birds of Prey.
Ooh.
See, he knows what's up.
Mm. Cam's a wild card tonight.
A corn
Bill?
deal.
Man of Steel, man.
Man of Steel. Who are you? Man of Steel, man.
I mean, he's not wrong. Corn Sweat of Steel is like that's probably going to be his actual name from here on out.
Yeah.
You know how like they can do like Batfleck, right? Corn
Yeah.
Sweat of Steel.
Yup.
If he actually is playing Superman,
Mhm.
right? Corn Sweat of Steel.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
Who's playing Superman?
Oh, there's a rumor that what's his name, David or Daniel Cornsweat.
Yeah.
Cornsweat is
Cornsweat?
gonna play.
His name
Yeah.
his name is Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
That is an amazing name.
Interesting. How did your family get the name? We looked outside and the corn is sweaty.
We were picking some corn and we got kind of sweaty.
Yeah.
But did you not see what the episode of the podcast is named this week?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, Corn Sweat is the name of the episode.
We just
Oh,
went
thank
corn
I
sweat wild.
enjoy watching Distant Nerding, James. Thank you. I invite you to join Distant Nerding on the build. No, I see.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
honestly, I do watch it, but like I said, when I do prep for the Saturday show, I try not to get influences from anything that does include you guys as well.
Yeah, no.
So
Even
I
though
like.
I'm also on
I know.
the
I
show,
know, but-
and then I'm on.
I know. I just don't want anything swaying my opinions on the stuff we're talking about. So I watch nothing from Saturday till after Saturday. So
That's true. He has said that before.
all right. So I don't know if James is voting for it because he's saying all three things. So and there's only two.
Yeah, he's voting for Corn Sweat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume he means Man of Steel. Or Abs of
That's-
Steel or Buns of Steel.
Buns of Steel.
For those people listening, that was a 90s aerobic program. Buns of Steel.
No.
So I think Man of Steel has this one. Surprisingly. Oh,
Wow.
I haven't seen Birds of Prey.
You haven't seen Birds of Prey?
I'm sorry. What part of DC do you not understand? I don't watch it. I don't watch much of it. I haven't seen Joker or Birds of Prey. That's it. So I don't think I'm missing anything.
So it's really Joker or Birds of Prey. It's not DC, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I get the Joaquin Phoenix.
He's like, I'm not a fan of the Joaquin, so
No.
I'm with you there, brother.
So
yeah.
all right. Moving on. We have the world's longest superhero movie, the Snyder Cut.
You're not wrong. I mean, that is literally its claim to fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Batman 1990. Now, Phil, that's Michael Keaton Batman.
Not Val Kilmer,
Not Adam West.
not Adam
Oh,
West.
man.
Oh, that's another movie that's not on this list. Is
Yeah,
66 Batman.
66, yeah.
I know. Well, I can't put it on there just to have it win. I mean, that's just unfair to everything else.
It's like Adam West wins every time.
Yes.
Yep.
Pure West.
I had such a crush on Burt Ward.
On Burt Ward, really?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people talk about crushes on Adam West. I've never heard somebody say they had a crush on Burt Ward.
Oh yeah, I totally did. I had a crush on Burt Ward, and I think that's actually what got me into comics. Like, I wouldn't have picked up a new Teen Titans if I hadn't had a crush on Burt Ward as Robin.
Wow.
So he really shaped me into what I am today.
It's funny
Let's
because
proceed.
66 Batman is what, like, if you go back and listen to the early episodes of the podcast when we did the very first episode of Growing Up Geeky,
Yeah.
I talk about how 66 Batman was one of my biggest influences as a kid, and then I moved into 89 Batman, and I became a massive Batman fan from there. But Adam West was my entry point into Batman.
That's awesome.
He was your gateway bat.
He was my gateway.
Yeah. I mean, who can top Cesar Romero's Joker, really?
Caesar
Well,
Romero.
and that's what I was gonna say before is Cam, you don't have to shave anything. You do the
Yeah.
Cesar Romero white.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I always keep the stash whenever I do my Heath
Okay.
Ledger Joker.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As
Now
you-
we
well,
know
you
he's
should.
doing Heath Ledger.
Yeah, because Caesar Romero famously refused to shave his mustache, and they just
Mhm.
make up over it. The Lego Caesar Romero that I have,
Yes.
Yeah,
his mustache is on his face.
that's
well it
awesome.
should.
Yeah, it literally has his mustache on his face, which is like, I love that little small detail that, you know, if you know that
Mhm.
Caesar Romero didn't shave his mustache, intentionally didn't shave his mustache when he played the Joker, and that character, that toy rendition of him has his mustache still. It's like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Later in
love
the
it.
year when I actually do the full makeup, I always keep the stash.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Fours, we'll start with you. Batman 89 or Snyder Cut?
Ooh, ouch.
Okay.
Batman 89 marginally.
Oh,
I really enjoyed that 4-hour Snyder cut. I really, really did. Like, I was very invested in it, and I had a really good time watching it. But yeah, I got to give it back to the classic. Definitely.
I'm assuming James meant the Snyder Cut just because he said, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Snyder Cut.
yeah.
It's famously a line from the Snyder Cut.
Yes. All right. Frey,
I already said.
you said Batman?
Yeah.
Okay. Cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna marginally give it to Keaton.
Oh wow,
Bill.
I'm going Snyder Cut actually.
Oh wow.
I mean, as much as I loved Snyder Cut,
Mhm.
I gotta go with Keaton.
I love that version. I love Michael Keaton's take on it, but again, they're both of them have very anti-Batman kind of things that they do, like stuff that Batman would never do,
Mhm.
right?
And see, I got out of the Snyder cut that Snyder has a big old hard on for Batman.
Yeah.
So
Well, he does, but I mean, like, you know, Bruce literally kills people in that movie, and same thing. He Bruce kills an entire factory of people in the '89 Batman. He blows up Ace Chemicals with like
Mhm.
people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both kind of do something that is very anti-Bruce. It's something that Bruce wouldn't do unless he was like really on the edge, which both of those versions of the characters were not Bruce on the edge.
That's true.
Because in the Snyder cut, oh no, it wasn't in. No, you know what? I'm thinking of BVS, because like the fight scene that everybody loves in BVS of Batman going in the warehouse and beating the shit out of everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He also gets in the Batwing and shoots a bunch of guns at everybody and kills a shit ton of people. So it's like not a very Bruce thing to do, like guns especially.
Yeah,
they
but
all,
he's
like, I want to say all of them have done that. Every Batman, even Christian Bale, like he did stuff like that.
Well, they confirmed that the bullets that he was shooting out of the tumbler
Mhm.
were rubber bullets.
yeah,
you hit
but when you're
somebody-
shooting them at 500 miles an hour, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely killing somebody. But the idea is that it was intended to be non-lethal, which is just as non-lethal as the police. But I mean, still.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
So
marginally
what does
then.
that mean? Does that mean you're still voting for the Snyder cut, or have you changed your mind?
No, I think I'm going Snyder cut just because I feel like Snyder's version of Batman was a more faithful adaptation from the comics.
Okay.
Especially like the version of Batman he was going for. It's definitely old Bruce Wayne.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I I think it's a valid reason. I just didn't know because you stopped in the middle and said they both did that. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
No, I'm going Snyder Cut just because as a comic nerd, that
Are you
version.
saying that I'm not a comic nerd?
No, I'm that. This is my reason. I'm not saying that you're not a comic nerd. I'm saying that this is my reason for picking my pick. As a comic nerd, they did a version of Batman that's faithful to the comic, and that is a big deal for me.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Like so we just said before that Tim Burton never read a Batman comic.
I know.
Before making the movie.
Yeah.
So, still though, Batman '89 does win it marginally. So.
Yep. Marginally.
Marginally, yes.
By this much.
If we named episodes, that's what this episode would be called.
Marginally.
Marginally.
By a margin.
With a big picture of Marge on it. Simpsons. Marge Simpson.
Right.
Yes.
Winning in the margins.
Yes. Now James said, tell that to Alex Baldwin. Is he another Baldwin brother? I know Alec Baldwin had problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this mysterious Alex you're talking about?
Who is Alex Baldwin?
I mean, there's like 50 of them. So I mean, I'm sure there's an Alex somewhere.
He's an attorney in Hoboken.
All right. Next we have Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I mean, what's the
Mask of the Phantasm.
Wonder Woman.
Oh man. Yeah, I think I'd go Wonder Woman.
Cam?
Mask.
I'm trying to weigh it in my head, and it's like, oh man, Mask of the Phantasm is such a good movie. But that was a really good first take on Wonder Woman, and I like that they, rather than doing a World War II movie like everybody does, they decided, oh, let's go World War I.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we called it the Great War.
Right. There were no world wars at that time.
Well, back then they didn't think there would be another war.
I know, right?
So
World
not
War.
only were they mistaken, but they were also naive.
Yeah, because I mean, it would be really hard to call it the Great War, the sequel.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. Revenge of the Nazis.
Revenge of the
Yes.
Well, the first time wasn't Nazism, but
Revenge of the Germans.
All right, fours. You are, unless our chat pipes up here, the tiebreaker right now.
So, shocker, I'm going Wonder Woman.
yay!
That is a shocker.
It's a good.
But we're not talking Marvel, we're talking DC.
I know, but it's a good movie.
Who had more problems, James or Alec? All right, chat. Any other people voting for Batman Mask of the Phantasm versus Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder
Blue Skidoo, you can too.
We might be a little out of control tonight.
Maybe a little bit.
Marginally. All right. Wonder Woman is moving on here unless we get 2 votes for Batman in here.
Like
there's
going.
Tyler.
God.
Phantasm. Now it's a tie.
Shit.
You know what? All 3 of my dogs said Wonder Woman.
All my beard's hair say Phantasm.
There's a lot more beard hair than there are.
All of my wig heads say fantastic.
Tell you what, Fred, you can have all the votes from the hairs on my head. For Wonder
Oh man, that's a lot of votes.
What is that? Maybe one?
No. Fun fact: he has a full head of hair. It's just invisible.
Yes.
Yes. It just grows downwards.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. Oh, that means. Uh-oh. You gotta try to get James on your side there, Frey.
No way. Is Wonder Woman about to get beat out by Mask of the Phantasm right now?
Yeah.
This
Yep.
is about to be another case of a Padme.
Frey's gonna come through the internet and choke everyone.
No, actually not. You know what? If it were to fall, Phantasm is actually a movie to fall too. But I just think that it was a better movie. And I'm not going to be mad. I'm just disappointed in all of you.
You know what?
Mad.
Get in line. My family's there first. All right. Well, then.
My father's been disappointed in me forever. It's fine.
Right. I'm used to being a disappointment.
All right. We'll move on unless we get more in here. But up next is The Suicide Squad versus Dark Knight Rises.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Suicide Squad. And it's not in retaliation against anything. I really am going with Suicide Squad because I want to go with Suicide Squad.
I'm going with the squad as well.
I'm going Squad.
This is because I said I
Bill?
was disappointed in all of you.
No, actually, Suicide Squad was an amazing movie.
It
It
was.
really was a good movie.
So,
Both
and
these movies are movies that I rewatch frequently. So
yeah, same.
it's very hard for me to pick because it's like, oh God, they're both movies that I could go either way on these. You know what I mean?
Usually, if I'm in the mood for a DC movie, my go-tos are the trilogy for just watching it. But with the Suicide Squad, that has been added to my rewatch list of if I'm in the mood for a DC movie.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, we've got the new head of DC.
Right.
I mean, we shouldn't be praising him. Yeah, we have to see how Chapter 1 plays out, though.
But you also got to consider
have high
Marvel
hopes.
Okay.
lost him.
I know. Oh, trust me. I understand that he's going to have me watch DC movies again. I fully understand that. So there was a good 5 years where I just didn't care at all about DC
Mhm.
movies. So, Phil,
Only 5?
yeah,
Huh.
He was hoping we'd forget him.
No. I think I'm gonna go with Suicide Squad just because I love Dark Knight Rises specifically. I do love The Dark Knight Rises as a movie, but I think Suicide Squad was a more consistent movie.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna go with Suicide Squad. By the way, guys, again, taking shape. It's actually starting to look like a shoe.
Wow, it's a shoe.
so does your foot fit in it?
But definitely
Wow, it's a
does not fit in
shoe.
this.
Okay, Cinderella.
Cinderella, Cinderella, Cinderella.
All right, so the Suicide Squad moves on. You have to put the there; it's very important.
Mhm.
We know it's not the version with the shitty Joker.
Correct.
Yeah.
With the
There's no Joker in that
meth head.
With Meth Head Joker.
No,
Method.
just the meth head.
Right.
All right, up
It's
next.
Head acting, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, up next we have Batman Returns once again. Phil, Michael Keaton still. Versus Constantine.
Ooh.
This
Yours?
is a toughie.
I'm gonna go with Batman.
Frey.
Constantine.
That girl. of course, I'm going for the one that has the most. I'll use this in quotes. Horror.
Because it wasn't intended to be a horror movie, and just
That's awesome.
Cam.
Horror.
Marginally going Constantine.
Marginally.
marginally.
Phil.
I think I go Constantine just because.
I'm glad my word is caught on.
No. See, we need to say it at least 20 more times to hit our quota for this episode.
Yeah, marginally.
Yes.
So we will marginally hit that quota. Got
Exactly.
Marginally.
Tater, it's Batman Returns, not the 89 Batman, so it's the 92 Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
it's
like
the.
I have a lot of like nostalgic love for that movie, but being a massive Batman fan that I am, Joker. I'm sorry, not Joker. Penguin. Danny DeVito's Penguin was not. He was cool when I was a kid, but then when you grow up and realize what the Penguin is actually supposed to be,
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Also,
that they
he
made
was
him
a
a weird ass
little-
Bernie.
He's a little Donald Trumpy.
He really
in
was.
that movie too. So it's like, hands in bad places.
Yeah. I mean, but we did have Michelle Pfeiffer vacuum sealed into her outfit
Yeah.
as well.
and her whip skills. She learned how to do the whip and actually did all of the mannequins herself. That was all her.
That's
Not a-
badass, actually.
I know. There's a thing that used to go around. I think it's still on YouTube, and you can actually see the behind the scenes of it, her being it, and then she bows in front of everyone to say like, yeah, thanks. So,
No, Phil, you said Constantine?
Yes, Constantine.
All right. Well,
Because again, I have my problems with that movie too, but just between the two, I like that one better.
okay. So Constantine does move forward.
it's because we all have horrible crushes on Keanu Reeves, and that's okay. It's okay for us to have crushes on.
I'm sorry,
Keanu.
Rachel Wise.
Rachel!
1967, Raquel Welch.
Yes. All right. Just because this got moved on, raise your hands and raise your hand in the chat too if you think Superman 3 is going to beat The Dark Knight.
No,
No,
no.
Anyone?
Delusional if you think that movie's gonna win.
Forrest, I'm assuming you want Superman 3, right?
He wants whatever Zelda is voted for. Princess Zelda, not Link. Just to make sure that we differentiate that.
Yes. Yeah. So, lo and behold, Dark Knight somehow marginally beats Superman 3.
Marginally.
Y'all suck.
Marginally. All right. With that, we are at our top 8. And, you think maybe we could have 8 potential superheroes in the top 8. No.
Well, we have like 3.
We have 2 Supermen.
2
one-
different Supermen.
Yeah.
The Superman?
Wow. The
Yeah.
Superman.
1,
the Superman
2,
who lived down the
3,
lane.
4 Batman.
So that's 2 different characters.
Oh, but no. Wonder Woman couldn't win. Heaven forbid that.
To be fair, I voted for Wonder Woman on that one.
I know. Phil's
She's-
the only one not on my list.
you angered the immortal Corglisi.
Corglisi is going to murder you all.
I'm going to send my corgis after you.
Is that how Corglisi sounds?
Yeah.
Why is Corglisi old?
'Cause
No
immortal. He
promises
said
you're
the
going to get your
immortal.
corgis back.
They will
Marginally.
Well, because they're such small dogs. Because they're such small dogs, they will marginally kill us.
Yes. You'll only be
Marginally.
mostly dead.
You know how she sticks them? They're cons.
No, they'll just take
You
out
say Nerd
y'all's,
Paris?
Yeah.
Achilles, and then you won't
I
be able
love
to
it.
walk.
Nerd Karis.
Yes.
And then the corgis for some reason are just like fire breathing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Aren't all corgis fire breathing?
Marginally fire breathing.
Marginally.
I like where this episode is going.
Marginally.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Up next,
Up next, we'll get into a giggle fit and have a pillow
Yeah.
fight.
ooh. I sleep on bricks. Does that matter? All right. Up next, we have Superman 1978 versus Batman Begins. Fours.
I don't want to dishonor a classic, but at the same time, I would watch Batman Begins more. Like I would be more likely to turn that on and watch it again, as
Mhm.
opposed to like I can
So,
probably
for
watch
rewatchability
Superman,
sake-
once every couple of years, but Batman, I'll probably watch that like probably 3 times in a year. So yeah, afraid I have to give
Batman?
that one to Batman.
I think
I'm
I'm going to
also-
give it to Batman.
I mean, I'm giving
I said it.
Batman.
I
Batman.
said it.
She said that shit.
I said what
Bill.
I said.
Oh, Batman.
Wow.
Unanimous.
Yes.
That this is a really solemn moment for all of us because I don't
Well,
think
well,
we've
even-
ever
even in
been
the chat.
unanimous in this.
It's unanimous.
I mean, I almost made a wrong joke, so involving horses.
Wow. That's Equus, not unanimous.
All right, so I think Batman Begins is definitely moving on to the final
Countdown.
4. The way this is going, we could have potentially could have all final four be Batman movies if this way
If
goes.
that-
Challenge accepted.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because next we have 1989 Batman versus Man of Steel.
Oh, I'm gonna say Batman.
Yeah, as am I.
Rowan
Fours.
Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
gonna
gets
go with the
nuts.
bat on that one.
Check it out. Laced up
Woo!
and everything.
Ooh.
Nice. That's impressive Lego work that are done laces.
Right?
That's not made of Legos.
I know. I was gonna ask, why isn't it done with the rope that comes in some of the C sets?
Because they wanted to make it authentic.
The real question is, were the laces made from melted and recycled Legos?
There we go.
Ooh, there you go. The
There's-
bad Legos, the Legos that were bad.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Every Lego that was ever stepped on is in those laces. Oh, baby.
Yikes.
We have billions of shoelaces here. What do we?
Oh, let's get a deal with Adidas.
Yeah,
It's
chat is saying all Batman 89. Phil.
Batman 89.
Yep. Okay.
No. Tyler, he's not here, so he doesn't get a vote in this.
Oh man,
There's no absentee voting.
he didn't
And then-
fill out the form.
James is gonna show up post once we're in the top 4 and go Superman 74.
Yeah,
We're gonna be like, that's not even a movie.
we know. All right. So, Mask of Phantasm
Mhm.
versus the Suicide Squad.
I just hear
The
nothing but,
Suicide Squad.
I heard nothing but disappointed in that.
I'm not going that Phantasm, man.
I'm not voting for Mask of the Phantasm.
But weirdly enough, my corgis prefer Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Again, for as good of a story as Mask of the Phantasm is, I've got to go with Suicide Squad.
We're all
Force?
just in bliss about James Gunn. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Force.
I'm going Mask on this one.
Ooh.
See, as am I. Because
Wow.
it is Kevin Conroy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
It's Kevin and Mark.
Yeah.
You know, my childhood Batman show in the movie. I mean, that's hard to beat for me.
I mean, we all have our opinions, whether they're right or wrong. Is whatever.
Why is your favorite movie Mask of the Phantasm, and why are you wrong?
I think
So-
we're tied then. With
We're
Tyler's
tied.
vote, I think we're tied.
You said Suicide Squad, Cam?
No,
Oh, he said
said-
Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, he said Mask.
I'm going Mask.
Yeah, so it's right now it's 3 for Mask, 2 for Suicide Squad.
No way. I said Suicide Squad.
Okay, now it's tied.
Yeah, it's tied 3-3.
3-3. Hold on. The Rock sucks. The Rock sucks. The Rock marginally sucks. I mean, don't you want to see the person that destroyed Wonder Woman go all the way? That way you can feel like
okay,
you got
okay.
beat by the
No.
champion.
Tyler's in the chat, so we know James is going to go against Tyler.
Yep. So James is going to say Mask of Phantasm.
I think y'all just need to, wait for James to say it.
You know that James is just going to come with some off-the-wall statement when he comes in.
Yes, he's going to say the Mask, and not the Jim Carrey one either. The chair one.
The guy with the mask, and then the other guy with the mask.
He votes for the Man in the Iron Mask. Moving on.
Yes. All right. Well, while we're waiting for chat once again, we need your vote here for Mask of the Phantasm versus the Suicide Squad to see which one is better. We'll leave that one up for right now. It's tied. Let's move on to the last one of the final four. Pick the final four is Constantine versus The Dark Knight.
Constantine.
You know my vote. Fours.
The Dark Knight.
Cam.
TDK.
Phil.
The Dark Knight, marginally.
All right. So, Dad votes Suicide Squad.
Whoa.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate it.
Well, okay,
Appreciate
that
the
means
patronage.
So that means it's Batman, Squad, Batman. Correct?
yeah.
Well, that's what they're good at, is surviving. The Suicide Squad is. So this is perfect.
They didn't survive very handily in the first part of the movie.
Yeah.
That's why there are so many of them.
Well, they killed off the Suicide Squad from the first movie. That's why.
No, I mean they were just the distraction squad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't kill all of them off. All right.
No, Weasel survived. Spoiler alert.
Well, I'm also saying that
And he's about to be in his own movie too.
Harley was still alive too after the first one.
Yeah.
And
Sean
second,
Gunn survived. Spoiler alert.
Sean Gunn survived and played 2 other characters.
Right.
yes.
Because remember, he was also Calendar Man, which I thought was the greatest cameo ever.
Yeah, he was. That was awesome.
I was just like, oh my god, is he talking shit as Calendar Man? That's awesome.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. James Gunn's brother survived.
Yeah, James Gunn's brother survived, and then his wife survived to make a series.
Yep. But she wasn't his wife then.
Yeah. Everybody's all pissed off because his wife's in a movie or in a TV show and blah, blah, blah. You know what?
Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to Hollywood.
She's a good fucking actress, so kiss my ass.
You know,
She is a good
they never
actress.
complain about his brother Sean being everything.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, if you,
You
are
know
a
my
director and you
favorite
got
Sean
actors you work
Gunn-
well with, you're going to keep using them. That's Hollywood.
yes.
But my favorite Sean Gunn project is Gilmore Girls.
I knew you were going to say that.
Although his 1 episode stint on Angel was also cool.
You like Kurt, don't you?
I love Kurt. I love him.
Okay, guys, hold on. I got to pull the camera down so you can see.
Oh, your pants. Oh. It's blurry. There you go.
Turn that off real quick. All right, there we go. So,
Superstar.
Adidas Superstar since 1970. The article number. Nicknamed the Shell Toe. The Superstar started as one of the most widely worn basketball models in the 1970s and became an iconic sneaker soon after. Right? And of course, you got the shoe itself.
Yep.
Wow.
And we know
That
that
looks like a
Forrest
space
has
shuttle.
one. Has some.
What's dope is I love this. So, like, you know, on the inside of the shoe, it's got like the actual warning and everything in
Oh,
there.
that's cool.
Yeah,
But it's a space shuttle.
pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah, just like all the details
For a
on
space shuttle. I mean, it's cool.
What's funny about this is that it has the actual strap on it, so the strap actually comes up.
Oh, that made it cool. It's not a space shuttle anymore.
Huh. That's cool.
Pretty cool there.
I think it's the nerdiest thing you've ever done.
How's that view? Let's just
That's the I got a feeling someone's watching me angle.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh,
And I ain't got no privacy.
I got no privacy. Wait a minute, I've got a bag 7 here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what bag 7 is because the instructions said it was done.
Oh.
You've entered the Lego zone.
Shall we finish out this bracket?
Oh yeah, we're doing a bracket, aren't we?
Mhm. All right. So Batman versus Batman versus Batman versus the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Got it. No, sorry guys. So bag 7 is if you wanted to build the shoe because it's a right shoe. So if you wanted to make a left shoe, bag 7 is to make a left shoe.
Wow, that's cool.
Ah.
I appreciate that. You know, I do because I'm left-handed, and anytime that you sport that side, I'm a fan.
So they did it both ways for people who want to make the other shoe. The shoe is on the other foot. So that's it for this. Where are we at on the bracket itself?
Final four.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. Batman Begins versus Batman 89.
Batman Begins.
89 for fours, marginally.
I think I go Batman Begins again. 89 was cool because you got a little bit of the camp, you got a little bit of, like, you definitely got that 1940s kind of like deco punk, I guess is what you can call it, right? Where it's like it's supposed to be modern, but it's still in like a 1940s aesthetic.
Mhm.
It looks old fashioned.
Yeah. But again, like I thought Batman Begins had such a good update for the character, and it can almost live in any era. And just it's you get to see kind of what Bruce goes through in order to become Batman, whereas in other movies you don't get that. You know what I mean?
Batman Begins.
Yeah. So I mean, I like that you show him and the League of Shadows, and you show him kind of living on the fringes of society by choice, so that he can learn how to best combat crime.
Yeah.
So, again, it's a really good take. I know it's supposed to be based on the Dark Knight comics, but it's very Batman Year One.
Right.
I get a very Batman Year One vibe out of it, minus Gordon being a special forces dude that beats the shit out of what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. The detective.
You're not talking about Harvey Bullock, are you?
Was it Harvey Bullock that he beats the shit out of? I'm trying to remember. I gotta pull my Year One down. I know I have it like right here.
Oh, you're talking the comic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys didn't know that. Oh,
No.
Hold on. Year
I'm
One.
like, I don't remember that from Batman.
Yeah.
Begins.
No. But I said minus that, right? Like, okay, so this is Batman Year One, right? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong camera. I'm over here trying to like put it up, but so Batman Year One.
Yep.
Right. So it's be chronicling the first year that he's Batman, and there is a scene where, see if I can find it. Oh, by the way, this is the version of Catwoman that Zoe Kravitz played.
Yes.
yeah.
He's based on that
absolutely.
character. So,
Yeah.
so for those of you out there who are not big comic book fans, or you didn't read the comics and you didn't know where that version of the Batman came from, that's Zoe Kravitz's version of Catwoman is based on this version of Catwoman. But no, there's a scene in this book. Let me see if I can find it where the oh God, hold on, sorry.
Mickey Mouse phone.
Mickey Mouse. There's a scene where one of the detectives, like one of the corrupt detectives, tries to jump Gordon when he's like, oh fuck, I found it and then I lost it. He tries to he like beats up Gordon, and then Gordon like follows him home and beats the living shit out of him.
Wow.
And yeah, here it is right here. Okay, so I found it. Let me see. I'm sorry, and I'm holding this up because I'm trying to find this scene. I don't remember his name. So basically, again, there's this whole scene right here where he's just chilling, just waiting for him to drive by, and the dude drives by like super fast, and he follows him, and the guy's drunk, right? And he runs him down, right? And the guy crashes, pulls out a gun on him, and and this is a cop, by the way. So then the cop like just tells him like, oh, Gordon no hard feelings, and he throws a bat to the other cop, and he goes, I'm trying to give him an even edge, right? Like just give him a fair advantage in a fight, and he has no weapons.
Wow.
And as the scene goes on, he starts kicking the shit out of him. He goes, I gotta read the line. All right, so not fast enough to kill him when he hits the tree. I show him my gun. He says my name. He says my name and drops his. All right, so he goes, Gordon, and drops the gun. He's big. Green Beret training. It's been 15 years since I had to take out a Green Beret. Even so, he deserves a handicap, and he throws him a fucking bat. Punches him in the top of the skull. He goes, I don't crack his skull. I don't crush his larynx. I don't break his ribs or punch my hand through his chest. And then it shows him kicking him in the mouth. He goes, I do just enough to keep him out of the hospital.
Wow.
And then he strips him naked, and right here I'll show you. He strips him naked and puts him in handcuffs. So again, going to that scene, he kicks him in the mouth. Look at that.
Jeez.
I want to say this is Harvey Bullock that he's beating the shit out of.
Yeah, I think it's Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, he goes, I toss his gun into the woods. It should be rusty by morning. I take his clothes off, leave him in his own cuffs by the side of the road. He'll never report it. Oh no, Officer Flass. So this was the other corrupt cop that's in Batman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say it can't be Bullock because Bullock wouldn't have Green Beret training.
No, versions
yeah,
of Bullock does. No, just because Gordon didn't have Green Beret training until this comic, and this is 87 when this book came out.
I thought it was the 90s, but
86, right here, 86. Okay. This book came out in 86. And he, like I said, he beat Flass is the other dude who typically is like the bad guy, and he beats the living shit out of Flass, and then just leaves him. And later on, when he sees him again, Flass has like a nose thing on. He's got wounds all over his face, and he's telling the story to the other cops about like, oh yeah, I got in a fight with like 10 dudes, and you know, doing all this other shit. And then Gordon walks in the room, and he's like silent and just looks at him.
That's awesome.
And he talks about, because again, you know, like with the comics, you get all like the what's in their head. So he talks about like he'll never admit that it was just me that beat the shit out of him. But yeah, I mean, like another super famous scene is in Batman Begins. So the scene when he's in the Gotham Police headquarters, and he summons all the bats, and he jumps down the middle, and the bats come out. Yeah, right. And he's got like the SWAT team trying to come after him. That's a direct pull from this book.
Okay.
It's a little bit different, the circumstances. Like the SWAT team is coming after him, and it's like a burning building, and they're like going into the burning building to try and get Batman. But he gets out exactly.
I remember that one.
Yeah, but he gets out exactly the same way though. He's like he uses like a sonar thing, and summons a shit ton of bats and jumps out. All right, sorry. Continue.
Cam, do we have your vote?
Going Rise.
It's Batman Begins versus Batman 89.
Oh, we began. Sorry. Still part of the same trilogy, at least.
That's true. That's true.
James says more thigh.
No, he said.
I'm interpreting for James.
He's just like I just saw nothing but Phil's thigh, and I don't like it.
No. And then he goes to say.
Yep, there's the top of your head.
Yeah, there's hair there.
Fred, did we get your vote?
Yeah, I said Batman Begins.
Okay. So yeah, Batman 89 wins this one.
I can argue comics all day.
We
know. But yeah, 89. And again, 89 is based on this book. Where's that? Right there. With everybody's favorite, Gary Kelly.
Yep.
All right. For the let's go to the final two. The Suicide Squad versus Dark Knight.
The
And I
Suicide
knew
Squad.
I knew it was going to come down to this one. And I mean,
Yeah.
I mean marginally the best movies that DC has put out.
Uh-huh. So, Frey, what'd you say?
Black Adam and Shazam.
I said the Suicide Squad.
Force.
It was Squad and what else?
Dark
Dark
Knight.
Knight.
PDK.
Dark
That's
Knight.
not my vote yet.
Dark Knight.
I'm still thinking.
I'm going Dark Knight.
I'm shocked.
Why?
Only marginally.
I vote for the Flash. AKA Batman 5? Yeah, Batman 5.
Well, Batman 3 because we only
It's Batman 3.
We only count Keaton's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cam.
TDK.
Dude, I want the Carrie Kelly Funko Pop sign too, but we've not been able to get a Carrie Kelly pop whenever we see her. So,
You know, I'm waiting for Dave to drop them in his shop.
it's funny because like and Andy was telling me too that she like they right before all the cons like it was really hard, or there was a shit ton of Carrie Kelly Funko Pops and you can get them everywhere, and then as soon as she started doing cons, like you can never
It
find
disappeared.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it always goes.
And we're bringing it up because for those of you who don't know, Andy McAfee, who we've put the episode out on Robbie Justice League crossover, better make top 10. We're already past it, man. Sorry, it wasn't even on the list. But Andy McAfee, who we've interviewed at a couple cons now, twice at or just once. I was about to say twice at Gem State, but once at Gem State. She played Carrie Kelly in the animated version of The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Phil, what's your vote? You're stalling.
No, I'm just talking shit. Dark Knight. Dark Knight is one of those movies that I can watch over and over and over and over again. I love the Suicide Squad. I thought it was an amazing movie, but it's one of those movies where like I'll watch it. Dark Knight, I will put on and watch every time. Or if it's on TV, I will stop what I'm doing to watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best, if not the best, Joker performance outside of Mark Hamill. Again, Mark Hamill is a different monster, so it's like, Mark Hamill is nobody's ever gonna hold a candle to Mark Hamill's version of the Joker, but just that version, Heath Ledger's version of the Joker, was so maniacal and broken, and it was everything that I wanted from the Joker. He made you believe that he was a fucking psychopath, and it
He did.
yeah.
And instead of telling you he's an unreliable narrator, you just knew it.
Right. Well, no. Well, he. What's his face? Phoenix doesn't. He doesn't say he's an unreliable narrator. It's, you figure that out because, like, he goes and questions an experience that he had, and then the person that he's having the experience with goes, I don't know who you are. What the fuck who are you, and what are you doing in my house? And it shows like every interaction, like it's like a quick thing, but it shows every interaction he had with her, and that they were all just made up in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't need all that with Heath Ledger.
What I loved about Heath Ledger's was he made up a new story every time you saw him for the same thing, and that's how you knew he was unreliable. And it's kind of like, again, it's sociopathic tendencies. You see him being a sociopath, and I thought that was amazing. Like
Okay.
intentionally being a sociopath, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we all know he got it from the freeze pops, in the plastic.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I like the rumors online. Somebody did a theory that that Heath Ledger's version of the Joker was former special forces.
Mhm.
Well, no. If you
No,
theory.
it's brilliant.
It is like if you see that theory, like everything that they do on there, everything they explain, like it all makes sense.
Mhm.
From like the way he explains things to his actions. They talk about his marksmanship in the scene where they kill Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right, like just like all the different things, or the fact that he knew flag ceremony,
Yep.
which means that at some point he's been on burial detail. Like, like they just
Yeah.
have all those different small things that were just like, the fact that he knew how to do improvised explosives right on the fly, the fact that he just had his certain beliefs in things, and they were just like, yeah, no, he's got to be former special forces.
All right. Well, we have one last to do before the time's up here.
Okay.
For the final is Batman 89 versus Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I go Dark Knight.
TDK.
Well, I don't
Frey?
have to vote.
Because everybody's winning, or everybody's going Dark Knight, so I'm not going to vote.
I
What's
mean,
your-
do I?
Yes.
really
What's your
have to
vote, Frey? Yeah.
I'll go with the Dark Knight. No explanation.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, like, it's really just going Dark Knight. Like we're definitely all leaning Dark Knight here.
Whoa. Who's all of us? Tater and I are going Batman 89 here. Because who are they bringing back? Are they bringing back Christian Bale? No, they're bringing back Michael Keaton.
They're also bringing back
Batfleck.
Batfleck. So
Ah.
Right. Yes. James votes Black Adam just because.
of course he votes Black Adam.
But no, I think I think Dark Knight is going to win it because it's 4-2.
I like how Tater voted for both.
Well, the last one was for the Suicide Squad versus Dark Knight.
James, I was talking about why Batman 66 wasn't in this.
Which they actually did make the shark repellent canon
Yes.
recently.
Yeah.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And then
And-
running to the end of the dock with a comically big bomb.
Some
Mhm.
days you can't get rid of a bomb. Yes, it's
Yeah.
very accurate.
Sundays.
How do you think Robin felt at the circus? I mean, he had a hard time getting rid of that bomb.
Wow.
Because 66 Batman wasn't there.
Yes.
So disrespectful.
All right, Mr. Young Phil. I have literally 30 seconds to do a really quick pluggable, then I got to go start the stream.
All right, we're doing pluggables anyway. So, I'm assuming Graveyard TDK won, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. So TDK is the winner. Yay! All right, Forrest, give us your pluggables and tell us about your new tattoos.
Not tattoo, just a $2 like sleeve I got for purchasing Zelda. So yay. You can find my work at saberfont.com. If you go to kybercave.com, you can get yourself a lightsaber to put that font on. Tune in to Distance Learning right here on Thursdays. You can find me and my broham, my husbeard Graveyard here doing all these brackets and having like the best time ever. And also you can find me on kybercave.com, literally doing just about everything there. So
Yay.
good night, everybody.
Yay.
All right. Frey.
What?
He's like, I wasn't ready for this.
Like what?
Pluggables.
I'm Frey Girl of the Frey Girls of New England. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Frey Girl. And you can find me on the download on Tuesdays. on Distance Nerding, this channel here, that like you need to like and subscribe and submit reviews, because there's a contest going on right now about if you submit a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, then you'll be entered into a drawing for a Funko Pop. And then also I do the Saturday morning nerd out with the wonderful and effervescent Graveyard.
This man right here, so everybody can see that beard goodness.
They mostly
Odd.
at night. Mostly.
And we do that on Saturday mornings, depending on where you live. And
Not Saturday morning for us.
right, and that's on Kyber Cave Productions. I mod for all channels, not all channels, but most channels, and
The ones you're involved with.
the ones I'm involved with. Yeah, and that's me. And I post corgi videos on my Frey Girl Twitter, not my Twitter, my Frey Girl YouTube. I am Frey Girl on Twitter, and Gotham.Oracle on TikTok, and Gotham_Oracle on Instagram.
Yeah, the Frey Goat. Cam, give us your pluggables.
I'm Cam. I'm the resident cosplayer of the group. You can find me on my cosplay Instagram page at Cam Cosplay 0. Hopefully this weekend I will have an update on everything going on for the rest of the year for me. I say hopefully because today my phone screen cracked. So I'm having difficulties. So I literally cannot use a section of the middle portion of my phone.
It really pisses me off to no end.
I've got that going on. Or you can follow me on my main page on Instagram _CamSmith_0.
Beautiful. Of course, Graveyard, because you are the lovely host of the brackets.
Yes.
Let me go last year. So
Thank you. I am Graveyard, co-host of the Mostly Pod at Night Mostly. I would tell you to go check Comic-Con Radio, but they're not up today like they're supposed to be, so I don't know what's going on. On top of that, you can follow us anywhere on social media at Pod Out at Night and Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I post polls and stuff like that. So make sure to check us out on there. You can find me 4 days a week at Kyber Cave Productions. Make sure to check out our sister channel over there. And Thursdays, you can find me here on the build doing brackets. And I love brackets. I really do enjoy them. So thank you, everyone, for joining us and voting today.
absolutely.
okay.
Sorry, I was putting something in the chat if you didn't notice that right there.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your boy, Young Phil. Of course, Distance Nerding everywhere that exists. If social media is there, we are there. So Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals. MySpace, GeoCities, Fansly. If it's there, we are there. So ladies, Tinder, yes.
Tinder.
At this point, I'm sure we have a Tinder profile or something like that. I don't know. If you want to go on a date with Distance Nerding, that doesn't mean me. That means Distance Nerding. If you want to go on a date with the
Graveyard.
podcast, right? If you want to go on a date with the podcast, leave us a review and maybe we'll ask you out. Powerhouse
And-
Comic-Con this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. We will be there talking to a bunch of celebrities and nerds, and we're going to be doing Comic-Cons and stuff like Comic-Cons, cosplay contests with dollar prizes, money. And we're going to be hanging out with Corn Sweat. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
And Forever Passes go up $20 this Saturday as well.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I
That's
know
Crazamon.
I know Frey's got to get back to her family. Cam's got to get back to his life, and and Graveyard's got to game.
But I did want to show this. Hopefully, hold on.
Oh, look at that!
It's invisible. He's invisible.
Yay. That's totally
This
I wanted to show you this
beauty
thing.
off.
Screen. Oh my
Ooh,
god!
Nice.
Limited edition.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Hey, I got a really cool Stranger Things one coming. So
Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. It is time for the dance party. So we're just gonna dance to this. That'd be cool. But no, it's time for the dance party, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. And
Disappointed in all of
Distance nerding.
need to find my shark repellent. My bat shark repellent. That feed Batman. She's so fluffy! I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. See everybody on Tuesday.